Picked up by the Jaguars.
Hey, I get it, Kate. Third down, you're doing all you can to try to stay on the field. But unfortunately, poor ball security loosens his hold on it, and the defense knocks it free. Instead of facing fourth down, even better, that defense is off the field completely.
Out now runs the Jaguars offense. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you can go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Short pass brought in. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Cowboys 18-yard line.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Now Lawrence finds him over the middle. And he might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Caught just shy of the goal line. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break.
At the 2-yard line.
Cam Little now to try the Jags field goal. It doesn't get much easier than this. Little knocks it through. And just before halftime, Brock, they're able to add 3 to their advantage.
And with that one, you're going to see some salty, foul moods in that locker room. You hate all turnovers, but that one led to 3 points, and you hate those even more.
Returnable from the 2. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we've reached halftime, Brock, in a lopsided contest so far. Let's hear what Scott Hansen has to say. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Our journey through the NFL starts now at Ford Field in Detroit. The Lions at home to take on the New England Patriots. And this is Jameer.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Fields this one at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence set to take over on offense once again. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Third quarter's going to start with a run by Walker. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Lawrence now off the play action. Caught along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down. They'll throw 3rd and long. He's got Washington. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Jaguars have a 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Wrapped up on that play by big Quinnen Williams. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. First carry now. This is Bashal Tootin. And this is going to get him right up near that 1st down. But he's marked short after a gain of 7. 3rd down. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it 40 yards to reset the downs. He tries to sneak it. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
It's a gain of a yard. That's good for the Jaguars. 1st down.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. He'll give up the gut to Walker. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
Well, right side, caught by Thomas. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. On the give, it's Tootin. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Kalen Carson with the tackle.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up
2nd down give to Tootin. And he will not get the first, but ooh, this is close. Looks like they're going to have about a yard at most to gain after he picked up 3. 3rd down. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. On 3rd down, here's Tootin. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. 7 yards on that pickup. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
And the Jaguars first down. A gain of 7. First down, Jacksonville.
It's a jet sweep. I love the call, Brock, but wrong situation there. The defense closes that sweep out behind the line. And they're whistling for a stop here. That's one of the Cowboys who's in some pretty clear discomfort and in need of some assistance. All right, a couple yards to make up, Brock. Time to rediscover the magic on this drive. Here's 2nd and 12. Tootin with it. Escapes a defender. Dodges another stop. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
A gain of 19 yards. That's good for a Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with the sack.
And the defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got 3rd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard.
Defense gunning for a stop here. It's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Caught by Washington, left side. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Facing 4th down, the Jags electing to send out Cam Little for this field goal try. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Little knocks it through. And they push their lead to 23.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
Here's Avani Conda on the return. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner, and this gets out to the 30. So Coach Brian Schottenheimer sending his Cowboys offense back to the field. And their defense held up after that fumble. Only gave up 3, so time for this offense to make it up to them. Get some points of their own. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Dak now from the gun. Completed over the middle. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Dak off the play fake. He's going to loft one deep to the left. That's grabbed inside the 30. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
33. That's
1st and 10. Here's Prescott. That's caught by Williams. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, second down.
Out of bounds at the 16-yard line. A gain of 9.
Dak throwing again. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Well, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Jacksonville heading out there on offense. Then we can just point to that last drive, right? Saw him pick up a couple of third downs on their way to that field goal. Not quite the touchdown they wanted, but still able to add some more to their lead.
Yeah, and we know how hard it is, Kate, to sustain drives in the NFL. It means doing what they did. Convert on that money down. You got 3 points, but you love the execution on third down especially.
Hits him downfield. This is Thomas. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. Has it down close. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. So an absolutely beautiful throw there, finding his man in space who turns it into 6.
Yeah, they really took advantage there, Kate, of some soft coverage. You want that on that corner route. Plenty of space for that route to develop. Great execution, and it pays off with the touchdown.
On his Little for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jaguars grow their lead yet again. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Here's a Conda on the return. And he was pushing for midfield there before they finally dragged him down at the 45. The Cowboys about set to take over. And Brock, I know the goal is always points every drive, but I think just as big a goal, got to play clean football here. You cannot give it away for a third consecutive possession.
Yeah, we call that rebuilding some confidence in yourself as a group, right? Just to execute without the mistakes. Pros, you can shake off a turnover with ease, but back-to-back, even the seasoned vets have a little trouble getting past that.
So 7 and 6 coming up.
4 yards on the pickup.
Now Prescott. Out wide, it's Pickens. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped though right near the marker. Didn't get it, third down. Now we have a member of the Cowboys hurt after that play, and they'll need to get somebody out there to look at him. All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. Prescott to sneak it. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
And he's got a chunk of yards as we've reached the end of 3. Just 1 quarter standing between these teams and Turkey in this Thanksgiving contest. It's Cowboys football as we're just really counting down the moments at this point. This game's gotten out of hand. Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Give to Williams from the gun. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Cowboys first down.
Drawing up the design keeper. And he's going to be touched down a yard shy of that marker. After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2.
At the Jaguars 19.
From the gun is Prescott. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be stopped after a pickup of 9, and that's going to make it 1st and goal.
Cowboys first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Dak to the air here. That's one right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. So the incompletion on first. Here is second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Prescott here from the gun. Drops this one down here for Williams. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
To Javonte Williams. A 2-yard pickup. Brings up
Third and goal, Prescott. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the fourth. Desperation time here on fourth. Oh, my. It's intercepted in the end zone. That's Jordan Lewis.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Now the Jaguars offense ready to take over once more. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, gotta expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes. I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve. Some call it automatic. But it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Walker now from the gun. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. That's a pickup of 9. And the Jaguars have a first down.
Jaguars, first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Running with Walker again. Quick adjustment defensively to stop him this time, so no gain on first down.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of reaction time you want when you face a draw play. They broke on it shortly after the draw started, and they contained it to a minimal gain.
This is Walker on second. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. They gained 11 on that play, and that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Staying with Walker. And he's going to be across midfield with a gain of 5 on that play.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
A gain of a yard on the play.
Third down, Lawrence to throw. Ricky Myers, and he's got it. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
That's another Jaguars first down. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Jaguars.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
First down throw, Lawrence. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5. At the Cowboys.
Running from the pistol, it's Tootin. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
It's a gain of a yard.
Lawrence working from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
It's in the play. That's good for our Jaguars. First down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
And off to Tootin. Running in the red zone. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
13 more yards. That's another Jaguars first down. First and goal at the 10-yard line.
Hand off to Walker from the gun. And he has enough room to gain about 4. Second and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone.
At the 5-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and goal.
Walker again. And this defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. Give him 4 yards as we have hit our 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Jaguars approaching win number 7 on the year. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Only 1 yard on the pickup. Oh boy, now they're facing 4th and goal.
These are the moments, and these are the kind of calls, Kate, that this offensive coordinator makes his money. You just get, well, you get stuffed on a run. And now you got 4th and goal. What are you going to do?
On 4th down, here's Lawrence. And they're not stopping the destruction, partner. That is caught. Touchdown. The Jaguars continue adding to an insurmountable lead. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors.
Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
This taken from the 12. Shoots away from 1. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So Coach Brian Schottenheimer sending his Cowboys offense back to the field. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for them. Here's Williams to start the drive. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive. 7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Read option, keeping to the right. Makes the tackle. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. Finds him over the middle. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd.
So the Jaguars, the visitors in this one, but they take home the win. And I know we talked about this in meetings this week, Brock, but I want to bring it to the air now, too. How much is a chance to play on this day, on Thanksgiving, and then to win this game viewed and valued by the guys out there?
Yeah, I think they will say, maybe at the podium afterwards, hey, it's just any other game, and every win's a win in the NFL. But you know, kind of like primetime games, when the whole country's watching, when your family, your friends, your peers, everybody gets to take this in and celebrate a holiday, yeah, it's very special.
Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jaguars as we say so long from Dallas.